First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. This to Laporta, right side. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Kind of a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take for 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Motion left, Smith. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Gibbs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think, there he goes, right side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Covered awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They slowed the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to release. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burt sets up to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game of 20-13. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets it down to the 32.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 33.
Well, he had success early in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 11. He finds his target, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th 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 4th
first down. He'll drop to throw it.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The toss out right to Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
133 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Sam Laporta
From 3 yards out.
and the Lions have made it a one-score game again. Here the fourth. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 2nd and 5. A pitch out to Swift here.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now they'll change things up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Montgomery.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Second and 9 now. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on second down.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game.